It seems everyone has a story about 9/11, maybe about where they were that day or who they knew with a connection to that tragedy.
When 9/11 first occurred, we had several families, and I know of two that came by and asked us to pray for their loved ones because some of them were actually either firefighters or somebody who worked in the trade center.
Shelby Township Fire Chief Jean Shepard doesn't know her name but recalls one woman who stopped by when the search was still going on for survivors.
It was her brother, and he was actually a firefighter on FDNY. And she just gave us a picture of him and asked us to pray for her, and that's what we did.
But it's not just the people with stories to tell.
You can see right from the display, you can see that it's twisted.
Everything with a connection to that day seems to say something, even rusted relics.
The day that we opened it was an eerie thing because I knew that I was touching something that many people had died in.
That something is this 90-pound piece of steel the Shelby Township Fire Department received in the mail in February, a piece of the World Trade Center found in the wreckage.
We've seen the clouds of smoke, we've seen the people running, and the one thing that went through my mind was, what sounds did it make?
How long did it take for you to get the beam?
It took almost a year, by the time we made application till the time we finally got it.
For the Farmington Hills Fire Department, the process took 2 years. It received a World Trade Center beam just several weeks ago. James Etzen is a firefighter paramedic.
I was immediately moved. It took me back to September 11th, 2001.
He too wonders about this steel story.
I wonder what floor of what tower this was on.
10 years ago, Etzen came up with a bridge-to-bridge side-by-side walk, a non-stop 9.5-day march from Ambassador Bridge to the Brooklyn Bridge as a show of solidarity. He believes having this piece of history sends a similar message.
Not only to remember those who were lost that day, but also to remember their survivors.
This beam will eventually become a permanent fixture alongside an existing 9/11 memorial that sits outside the Farmington Hills Fire Department.
It's going to give generations to come an opportunity to reflect on what happened that day.
In Shelby Township,
May this section of beam serve as a reminder.
the 9/11 beam is on display in the lobby of the department, and it will stay there for all those who want to come and see it.
I'm just glad that we've got this opportunity to put this piece of history on display.
I'm Anu Prakash, Channel 7 Action News.